Ina Garten is opening up about a dark part of her past. In her upcoming memoir, Be Ready When Luck Happens, out October 1st, the celebrity home cook, known as the Barefoot Contessa, shares insight into her strained relationship with her late father, Charles Rosenberg. Ahead of the book's release, Ina speaks about Charles in an interview with People magazine, and she doesn't sugarcoat the past, telling the outlet, "I was terrified. I was physically afraid of my dad. I literally remember thinking he would kill me if I did something." The 76-year-old, who also grew up with older brother Ken, says that her mother, Florence Rosenberg, wasn't a source of comfort either. As she notes to People, "My mother just was unsupportive." She adds, "If there's a threat of violence, you're always afraid, even when it's not happening. So I basically spent my entire childhood in my bedroom with a door closed." Ina notes that everything in her life changed when she met her husband, Jeffrey Garten. Now happily married for over 50 years, the cooking icon has a more nuanced perspective on her mother's disposition while reflecting on childhood. Ina tells People of her mom, "I wouldn't be surprised if she was diagnosed with Asperger's. She really didn't know how to have a relationship, which is why I think, as I've gotten older, having relationships is so important to me." In a previous interview with the BBC, Ina spoke about her reasons for not having kids of her own, citing the traumatic childhood as a reason.
You knew you wanted to get married, but you didn't want children. Did you know you couldn't do what you wanted to do if you had them?
I think it's much harder.
Yeah.
I don't think that's why I made the decision. I'm actually writing a memoir now, and I'm kind of looking back at my childhood. It was nothing I wanted to recreate.
Right.
And it's so interesting to look. I'm always looking forward to look back and realize a lot of my decisions were based on my childhood.
And Ina says she was determined not to repeat her painful past, telling People, "I just wasn't about to spend my life like that. And I think a lot of times people make a decision to live their lives differently, and they end up sliding back into what they feel is familiar. And I was determined not to do that. And then I met Jeffrey, and he just showed me a totally different way to live."